Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Quick disclaimer, half of my face is stuck. I'm dealing with Bell's palsy right now. So this side of my face, I can't really move. So just don't pay no attention to that. So today we will be going through a bunch of products I'm ready to get rid of. I've either had these products for a long time and never used them, and I probably won't ever use them, or I've tried them and I was like, this shit ain't gonna work. I got a big box full of makeup that I will be getting rid of. Some of these things I may be putting on a Mercari. Some things I may just throw away because I've had them for so many years. They're probably expired. So I will leave my Mercari link in the description box below. If you would like to see what products I will be getting rid of, then definitely keep on watching. So the first category that we'll start off with is eyeshadow palettes, and I do have quite a few eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to get rid of. Some of them I may have actually never used, but yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So the first palette that we're going to get rid of is the Eloise Goddess palette, and I got this in a BoxyCharm box. What I don't like about this palette is I hate the color story. It's not the worst color story ever. It's just not very cohesive to me, and they're not colors that I really would gravitate toward. Don't really like bronzy colors. This blue is very, very pretty and very pigmented, but I mean, it's kind of the only color that I would use. I'm like the worst person at swatching. So this blue is gorgeous, but I do have other palettes that have blues in there, so I don't feel the need to keep this whole entire palette just for this one shadow. And there's not a lot of transition color. Like this color Heavenly Grace is very, very muted. It's very light, and it'll probably look very dusty in my crease. And same thing for Empress Elegant. This is more of a light to medium shade that would probably suit a more fair skin or lighter skin tone, but it's not going to work on my dark skin. So there's no transition shades in this palette, and I'm just not moved by the shimmers or the metallics. So we're going to get rid of this one. I think this retails for like less than $20, but I wouldn't buy it if it was $2. Okay, the next palette I will be getting rid of is the Juvia's Place Warriors palette. This is a very beautiful palette. I will say that. However, I do not like warm shades. I realize I do not like warmer transitions. I don't like oranges. I don't like orangey toned browns. Really the only color that I really like out of this palette is this very deep brown right here. I mean, the shimmer formula is not bad. They are a little bit dry, and they don't have a whole lot of impact, but I feel like if you're a beginner in makeup and you don't want something that's too bold and just too crazy out of hand, this is a great place to start when you're trying to dip your toes into duochromes, multi-chromes, super shimmery glitter shades. This is a great like starter palette, but for me, I just don't like this palette. The next palette is the Artemis palette from Alter Ego. And I don't recall what dupe this is for. I bought it because it had a lot of different colors in there, and I wanted to really challenge myself into doing different makeup looks and different color stories on my eyes. But honestly, looking at this palette is fucking ugly. It's hideous. Quality of these shadows are so horrendous. Like, they are so hard pressed. I don't know if you can tell with this brown shade right here, this is like a perfect transition color for me. It is so hard pressed. You literally have to like scrub and dig and press your brush into these pans to get any color payoff, and they don't show up that great on the eye. The shimmers are super duper lackluster, and overall it's just really an ugly palette. I don't know why I bought it. Honestly, it probably just looked really good in the promo shot. I do not like that palette at all. The next palette that I'm going to get rid of is the Candy Shop Juvia's Place palette. Now this palette, it's not ugly. There are a couple shades that I don't particularly care for. Like, I don't like this color blue. I don't like this shade right here that's like has swirls in it. I really don't know why that has become a trend to put shimmers that have like swirls of 2 different colors in them, but I really don't ever like how those look. I have used this palette to create like 1 or 2 looks, and it is a bright colorful palette, and I don't mind bright colorful palettes. It's just that this one I don't care for the color story. The shimmer formula is okay. They're not super bedazzling, but they're not super lackluster or dry either, so they have a nice little bit of sheen and shine to them. I used it once or twice when I first bought it, and I haven't touched it since then, so I think it's time for it to go in the trash. The next palette, I have not used this palette at all, I don't think, and this is the Makeup Revolution Maxi Reload palette. This is, how many shadows is this? 45 shadows, and it just looks like this. It is a beautiful palette. It's got a stunning color story, and I love the mix of neutral and warm shades. We've got some berry shades over here. We've got some oranges over here, some pops of green. What I don't like about this palette is that it literally smells like Play-Doh, like Play-Doh, crayon, Crayola, 99-cent store makeup. Like the moment you open it, it's just like a woof of makeup. Like this is the makeup you buy from Dollar Tree for your 7-year-old cousin because you see they're starting to like makeup. This is what this smells like, and it irritates me so much. Like, I'm past them days of buying super cheap makeup that smells cheap and looks cheap. Like, I have a little bit of coin now. I don't mind paying for a little bit more quality, and I don't mind drugstore products, but this just smells so cheap, and I just cannot get over it. The shimmers in here, they're okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I probably give them like a 6. And honestly, I'm no longer into giant palettes. Like if you got more than 12 to 15 shades in a palette, I kind of just get overwhelmed, and I'm kind of over it, and it's just overstimulating to look at. So I do prefer a smaller palette. And then the last palette that I have, you guys are probably going to be shooketh, but I will be getting rid of my Jacqueline palette volume 2, and it looks like this. The only reason why I'm getting rid of this palette is because I don't like all these neutral tones up here. I feel like they're very, very similar to each other, and I don't even like this shade or this tone of brown. It's like a peachy brown, and I don't like peachy browns. I like cool tones. I like desaturated colors. I like rich browns, more on the neutral side. I do not like peachy or warm browns. And same thing for the shimmers. I don't like that color story either. I think this was actually gifted to me for Christmas like a couple years back. I did create a really fire red look. This red right here, the color Living My Best. Super, super pretty all over the lid. I do like this black, but this black has a teeny bit of shimmer, so it's like a satin, and I prefer, if it's gonna be a black, make it a matte fucking black. Don't put no shimmer in my black. Yeah, so I have created some really nice looks with this palette, but I think it deserves a better home and can probably get used elsewhere, so I'm ready to let go of it. All right, the next few products I'm going to get rid of is foundation or like skin tints, and I don't really have a lot because I don't really buy a lot of foundation. But the first one I will be getting rid of, and I'm actually sad about it because I really do like it. It is the Key Soul Care It's Like Skin 2-in-1 Concealer and Tint, and it just looks like this. On the face, this looks so good and so skin-like. Like, I really, really enjoy Alicia Keys' makeup line. I didn't think I would, but if you think about Alicia Keys, she doesn't wear a full face, doesn't wear heavy makeup. She's very skin-like, very youthful and glowy makeup, and so that's what her brand really reflects. And so her face products definitely give off that vibe, where this is so lightweight on the skin. It literally looks like you just put on a tinted moisturizer. It allows your skin to breathe. It is so nice. The reason I'm getting rid of it is because it's not my shade. I got this through Ipsy or BoxyCharm, and they gave me the shade 510 Neutral, and this color is just too light. If I were to go through all my foundations and I had to think of what I want to actually purchase, I would definitely purchase this. And then the second thing I'm also getting rid of, because it's not my shade, is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. These came out so many years ago, but they're really, really good. This shade is just too light for me. It matches my face perfectly, but my face is like, can be anywhere from 1 to 2 shades lighter than my chest. And so I've really learned to actually match my foundation to my chest instead of to my face, so that I don't have a lighter appearing face and I don't have that masked looking look. So I'm going to get rid of this. I also realized that I don't like hyaluronic acid in my makeup products. I think hyaluronic acid irritates my skin, because whenever I put this on my face, I do get a tingling sensation. It does kind of sting a little bit. So I'm like, red flag. But I do have it in 2 other colors, darker colors. So I want to try to get through them first, because they do wear nicely on the skin. They're not too oily. They're not matte by any means, but they're not super duper oily, and they have great coverage. They're buildable, so they are light, but you can build it to about a medium if you use 2 to 3 pumps. So I did really enjoy this when I first got it, but since I've used other products, I realized I can let it go. It was only like $12. I won't be burning a big ass hole in my pocket if I throw it away. I actually have one more foundation. This is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Spectrum SPF Foundation. And I think, oh no, this is actually a full coverage protective makeup sunscreen. So I saw this online at Ulta, and just by the title, I thought this would be the perfect product for me, because it's full coverage and it's a sunscreen. It's not marketed as a foundation. It's marketed as a sunscreen, a tinted sunscreen. But this is not my shade, and it makes me so oily. Like, I'm naturally, I'd say I have like oily combo skin, where I get oily in my T-zone, and this just makes me a complete greasy mess. And this is in the color 375 Java, and I feel like this has a really olive undertone. I didn't even know that us darker women could come with olive undertones, but I guess so. But this undertone and this shade is not for me, and it's just super greasy. But maybe if you have dry skin and you're looking for a tinted sunscreen, this has SPF 50 in it, you may want to try it. I think this was like between $15 and $20, but yeah, this definitely has to go. Next blush I will be getting rid of is the ColourPop pressed powder blush in the color Big Reveal, and it just looks like this, and it's a very pretty pink shade. It's like a warm bubblegum pink. Getting rid of it because it doesn't look good on my skin complexion. Again, it's a little bit too light and just pulls a little bit too dusty. And then next is the Ofra, what is this? Ofra Midi palette in Face It Deep, and it's just like a contour trio where you get the contour, bronzer, and the highlight. I hate these type of palettes. I love face palettes, but I do not like bronzer, contour, and highlight palettes. They just, I don't know what it is about them. They just irritate me. I don't like them. And there's nothing wrong with the formula. There's nothing wrong with the quality. I just don't like these type of palettes because I'm not super big on bronzing and contouring in the first place. And again, whenever it comes to skin tones that are in the medium, dark, deep, or deep dark, we always get these type of palettes that have this bright gold shade for highlight. And again, I don't like gold. So this palette will never ever get used. I don't think it's been used, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Okay, the next really small category that we're gonna get into is face powder. So you guys are also gonna be surprised. I will be getting rid of my Danessa Myricks Evolution powder only because this is not a good shade for me. Again, BoxyCharm, I selected deep dark. Why would you send me this bright yellow ass powder? this does not go with my undertones or my skin complexion. Who is on y'all board and who is doing the arrangement of makeup because they need to be fired? Like, this powder, I absolutely love this powder. You guys have seen me talk about it in so many videos. It is the most finely milled airbrush powder I have ever seen. It sets like a dream. It literally just puts a cloud of filter. A filter cloud over your face. Like, it is so nice. You can see it goes all up in the air because it's so finely milled. So I love this powder so much. I actually bought it in 2 other shades. So I bought it in the darkest shade, which is number 5. So this is what I use all over my face. And then I also bought the shade Deep Peach to go underneath my eyes. Now they do have a shade in between yellow and deep peach, and I think it's called like Honey. That was the shade that I really wanted, but it was sold out, and I just had to have this powder. And I wanted to get something for Black Friday while she was having her sale, so I just got Deep Peach. Deep Peach is nice. It's like a subtle highlight, but if I wanted that super bright inner corner highlight, I would definitely have to go up to like Honey, because this is gonna make me look really ashy because it's more white. It's got a white base, and because it's yellow, it's just not gonna look good on my darker, warmer skin. So gonna go ahead and get rid of this. This next powder, I've had this for years. I think I used it a couple times when I first bought it, but then I realized I prefer to set my face with a pressed powder as opposed to a loose powder. This is the Morphe Bacon Set Translucent Rich Setting Powder, and it just looks like this. It's not a bad color. I'm okay with using this color all over my face. I mean, it could be a shade darker, but it's not the worst thing ever. I just have had this powder for so many years, completely forgot about it. Every time I dig through my drawers and go try to pull out makeup to use, I don't pull this out. I skip right over it every time. So I'm just like, okay, let's just get rid of it. So we're going to get rid of this. The next category that we're going to go through is concealers. So I don't have a whole lot, so let's just get them really quickly. The first concealer I'm going to get rid of is the Lip Bar Quick Conceal Caffeine Concealer. This is in the color 3 Caramel. Okay, first of all, I love these concealers. Love them. I don't like this shade. This is in the color 3 Caramel. I wanted a nice bright highlight shade, but the undertone of this is a little bit too neutral for my warm complexion. So I find when I put this on, it just doesn't pair well with the rest of the warm undertone products that I use. So I also have their shade 5 Mocha, which is also very neutral. If they could just come out with a concealer that actually has a warm undertone, I would greatly appreciate it. The consistency of these is like a serum. They're very thin, very lightweight. They almost blend out into nothing. So if you like that really lightweight coverage, everyday makeup, no makeup type of thing, these concealers are perfect for that. But if you want full coverage or buildable concealers, I wouldn't really go with these. But I do like a thinner consistency concealer. I just need warmer undertones. So we're going to get rid of these. And then the last concealer is the Black Radiance True Complexion HD Color Corrector. I'm getting rid of this because it's a little bit too ashy. Like, the pigment isn't deep enough for my dark skin. This would be great for someone who's a couple tones lighter than me, but I have pretty rich, warm skin, and so when I put this on, it honestly just leaves me kind of a cast because it's not a deeper reddy orange type of color. It's more of a peach, and that's my fault. That's me not color matching correctly. So this color doesn't work out for me. It shall work out for my mama though. The next set of products will be lip products. So the first product I will be getting rid of is the LYS Sincere Lip Balm Lipstick. I'm not sure what this is. So this is the color of the lipstick right here. Now, for some people, they may love that type of color. I don't like mauve or cool tone lip shades on my lips. The consistency of this product is very smooth. It's very creamy. It feels good on the lips. I just don't like the shade. I would love to try a different color from them. I think I also got this in a BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm sucks. Even though you get 30 full-size products, 3 to 4 of them products, I do not be liking. It's not worth the money. Anyways, love the product, don't like the shade. So the next lip product that I want to get rid of is the MAC lip gloss. This is in the color Nymphette. This came in the Ryan Destiny lip kit, and let me tell you, in them promo shots, the lips were hidden. Like, Ryan Destiny is a beautiful woman, beautiful, beautiful. So I thought this lip combo was gonna hit. It came with this shimmery lip gloss and the chestnut lip liner. Both of them are ass. Like, the chestnut lip liner, I know it's a cult favorite from MAC, but I find that it's too warm for my skin tone. So I threw that bitch away a long time ago. I think I threw it away. And then this lip gloss, I have so many shimmery lip glosses that I don't particularly care for this one. It's nothing special to me. I don't care about MAC, so I'm just going to give it away because I literally haven't used it since that day I got the lip kit. So we're going to go ahead and toss this. Also, what came in that lip kit was the lipstick, satin lipstick in the color Fawn. And it just looks like this. And I realized combo with the brown lip liner, it ate for her, it did not eat for me. So I had to give that up. The final product that I will be giving up is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Moisture Repair Balm Serum. And the reason why I'm giving this up, it just looks like this, is because it's supposed to be a moisturizer and I just don't feel like it does anything special. I used it like 3-4 times when I first got it and it just didn't seem very revolutionary to me. So you can go. You can go. So that about wraps up all the products that I will either be throwing away, donating, putting on my Mercari, just straight up trashing outside. These are all the products that I'm getting rid of. This is my Spring 2025 Declutter. I'm not going to try to replace these products necessarily because in all these categories, I have products that I love. So in the next video, I think I'm going to do products that I love for every category, you know, foundation, concealer, blush, all that stuff. And then throughout the year, if I find some products, if some products are released or I come up with some products that are fire, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I really hope you guys like this style video. If you want to see more like product reviews and talk throughs, definitely let me know in the comments below. This is like my first or second video doing this type of video, like talking about products. So let me know how you guys like it. Did I ramble too much? Do I need to just shut the fuck up and put eyeshadow on? Definitely let me know. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a good one and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.